things that I can promise you with me as your governor is that not only will sanity be put back into government, but so will common sense, and adults will actually start taking control of the conversation. So right now, the biggest problem that California has is everybody's looking to leave. Their businesses, they're moving their families, they're going for schools, they're going for bigger tax breaks, they're going for less regulations. We absolutely must change that, and as your governor, we will become instead of the worst business-friendly state in the country, we will absolutely become the best business-friendly state in the country, bringing the businesses back that left and encouraging others throughout the country to move their businesses to California. And we do that very simply by signing away the business regulations that are driving them away and lowering the business taxes that are forcing them out of business. For all of us non-business owners, the cost of living is the big driver in California. We are the worst in the country. The number one driver of cost of living is fuel. It's gasoline. It's oil. That is the number one driver of cost of living because everything that we do, transportation of goods, services, and people, involves gas and oil. California will become, with me as your governor, will become oil independent. What that means is this. Right now, California is the biggest consumer of oil. And it shouldn't be a secret to anyone. We're the biggest state. We have more cars. We have more farming. We have all of the things that require fuel. We should use the most oil. California currently right now imports 80% of its oil from other countries. So what that means is we're making other countries rich on our backs. Here's the dirty secret that no one wants you to know. Kern County, I'll start by saying this. Right now, the cost of fuel, are all of you happy with the cost of gas? No. I'm glad I didn't hear it yes. I would have fallen over backwards. Texas right now has the lowest priced gas in the country. And Denise and I just left there. I had a sheriff meeting there. When we filled up at the airport, it was $2.30 a gallon. Kern County alone has more oil than the entire state of Texas. California has more oil than anyone, and yet we import 80% of it. The 20% that we do get from here that's drilled by the oil companies, those oil companies pay a fee per gallon to the state for every gallon of oil that they bring out of the ground. And no one cares. They don't mind. That's the cost of doing business. The 80% that we import do not pay that fee. So the state benefits nothing. Mathematics. If we were oil independent in this state and we only used oil from California, the money generated from pumping our own oil that they would pay the state in revenue would completely fund state government. So someone, in one word, tell me what that means. Say that again. I heard you.
No taxes.
Where does the state get its revenue?
Taxes.
Taxes you all pay. So look at the possibility there. So originally when I started this campaign, one of my campaign promises was this. There are 10 states in the country that do not tax its residents. California should be one of them. We're the biggest, we're the best, we're the biggest economy. And we tax our residents the absolute most. We have a massive government spending problem, not program. Well, it kind of is a program. As your governor, not only will I massively nuclear doge California state government, we will become oil independent, and with me as your governor, we will move to a day, hopefully within the first term, definitely within the second, that there will no longer be state income taxes. with the oil generated, with the revenue generated from oil, we could even move to doing away with property taxes. With me as your governor, we get to a place where California government is finally working to better the lives of Californians instead of Californians working and sacrificing to make California government bigger. Now, public safety obviously is number one. For the last 32 years, I have woken up every single day, put on a badge, a vest, strapped on a gun, and I have gone to work to make your lives better. I am going to be the only person in this election that has done everything in their adult life for someone else instead of for themselves. I'm not saying that you shouldn't work hard for yourselves, but the sacrifice of me and my family, the career that I chose, the career that I love, has prepared me very well to go to Sacramento and completely blow it up. I'll leave you with this, and then I'll open it up to as many questions as you guys want before dinner. Not really, I have a place to go. We all talk about public safety, and if you turn on the news, you see what they want you to see. You see crime you can't hide it. Crime is in your neighborhood, locally. You see how horrible Los Angeles is. You see how horrible San Francisco is. You see how horrible Oakland is. If you haven't been through Oakland, Oakland is like a third world country. Crime is rampant. Criminals have been emboldened to do more and more crime. But here's the thing. Do you know what the worst, the absolute most disgusting criminal city that we have is? Sacramento. It is Sacramento. And they are purposely directing your attention to other places to hide from the fact that they have been stealing from you for decades. They have been making your lives miserable while they are getting rich. And what a better thing to do than send a lawman into the worst city that we have. It's great that you're all here. It's great that it sounds like, at least I think there was one of you that wasn't clapping for me earlier. Hopefully, when we end, I'm going to be looking at you to make sure that you are. I promise you there's no one going to be working harder to save the state. I want you to work just as hard as me. It's great to come to this meeting. It's great to be all enthusiastic about saving our state. But what are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do the next day? You have all sat and listened to politicians tell you exactly what you wanted to hear. And how's that all worked out for us? They either don't follow through or they don't win. What are you going to do to help me win? You all know, common sense tells you that I'm the person to go in there and do it. I've proven here that I can and that I will. I just need you to help me get there. Every single day you have to tell people to vote. You have to start talking calmly about politics, about California being wrong and needing a new path forward to make California better. And the exponential thing where you tell a person, actually you have to tell 10 people, and then 10 and 10 and 10, and before long we'll make this a landslide election, a referendum of California to bring back the California dream. So.